Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your spirit guidance for money and career reading for you. Now, I ask that if this reading resonates, that you give it a thumbs up and also that you subscribe to my channel. Now, this reading is undated, so know that whenever you come across it is the exact moment that your spirit guide wanted you to hear this message for money and career. So let's get started, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus, and see what your spirit guide has to say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move your spirit guide animal cards over to the side. This will be used at the end of the reading, layered on top of the tarot cards to give deeper insight, deeper understanding, and it's kind of like a bonus reading at the end, but it's a beautiful combination is what I find. And then I'm going to move your fairy guidance and your witchling cards over to the side, and I'll use those in just a moment. But let's see now. Spirit guides guidance for Taurus for money and career. Spirit guides guidance for Taurus for money and career. Spirit guides message for Taurus, 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 money and career. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. At the heart of everything is the King of Cups. So your emotions are playing a huge part in your finances and in your career at this moment. And they're really being seen because I see the kings not as male or female, but I see kings as male, queens, of course, as female, but kings are the actors upon the stage. So people are really seeing your heart. You have the Judgment here, but it's inverted, it's upside down. So there is some sort of blockage with hearing the message from Spirit at this time. You have the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Swords. The repeat of the number 6 is all about emotional connection. Okay, it's the most caring, most nurturing number. Then you have the Sun card at your root, which is joy, happiness, prosperity, the Wheel of Fortune. Everything is changing. And then you have the Three of Cups. Okay, there is some sort of disappointment here. Something from the past that's coming up again. You have the Two of Cups, the Chariot. Okay, so strong Cancer energy right here. Time frame June 21st to July 22nd. And then you have the Six of Wands, another 6. So again, caring, nurturing, prosperity. Yeah, prosperity. That's what I'm seeing. All right. Let's see what your fairy guidance has to say. There we go. Spirit guide guidance for Taurus, money and career. Spirit guide guidance for Taurus, money and career. Spirit guide guidance for Taurus, money and career. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. We have intuition, and we have here dreams. So listen to your intuition and your dreams, because there's something here that there's a block between you and Spirit right at this time where you're not hearing what Spirit is saying. And I don't know how to make it any clearer than that, because Spirit wants you to be moving forward in a very powerful, very beautiful direction for you. And you're going to think, oh my God, I'm never going to get there. It's just never going to happen. I'm not going to get what I love, is what I'm seeing from the cards and what Spirit is saying to me. I'm not going to get what I love. And Spirit is saying, no, 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 you are. You are. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Spirit guide, message reading, Taurus, money and career. Spirit guide message for Taurus, money and career. Right? Prosperity, yep, that's exactly it. And this one right here, euphoria. So we're starting off with prosperity. And this says, know that you deserve all things wondrous and believe that you can have them, right? Do not limit yourself, because you're going to sit there and you're going to think, oh my gosh, it's just the same as it has always been. I'm never going to be able to move forward the way that I want to. You know, this is just always going to be like this. And Spirit is saying, no, it's not. No, it's not. It is time to see your prosperity, and it's time to see yourself as prosperous instead of looking at all the scars, all the hurts, all the pains, all the, the trauma of living, because life is a trauma. Life is a battlefield. Katharine Hepburn said it best. She said, living is the hardest thing you'll ever do. After all, it kills you. And I don't know, that for some reason that I find that quote very, very comforting. And it might be because it's a little bit off the beaten path and I like it, and it's rather blunt and I like that too. But it's saying that it's hard for everybody. And everybody winds up at the same place. So I want you to know that, because for some reason, it just, even when I say it, it makes me feel lighter. It makes me feel like, okay, things can be okay. It's hard for everyone. And I want you to know that too, because especially nowadays, where everything is kind of, edited to the point of perfection all the time, I want you to know that living is hard for absolutely everybody. And here, healing and cleansing your heart chakra, when it comes to money, is going to be so important to you, because you have taken blows that have affected your heart, your soul, and yourself when it comes to your career and when it comes to money. And now it's time to heal. Now it's time to say, I deserve all things wondrous. And I believe that I deserve the prosperity and the bounty that is heading my way. Then we have euphoria. And it says, euphoria is the cosmic connection to the magic within and around you. Right? It is time to connect to that magic within and around you that moves you forward, that graces you, that has you blessed. And the color that shines through here is blue. It's healing and cleansing your throat chakra, speaking into existence the love, the prosperity, the bounty that you want. Then you have here intuition. And this says intuition is the ability to listen to your higher self. Listen to your higher self. Listen to spirit, because there's something here where spirit is saying, I want you to hear. I want you to hear my call. And there's something here that's blocking it. Right? And the most important thing, spirit is saying the most important thing from this reading is for you to rise, Taurus, is for you to alleviate that blockage. And it comes through your dreams. It does. You're going to be connecting through spirit, through your dreams. And this says, dreams see the possible pathways of our future that act as a roadmap of our actions. So you're going to be seeing things through your dreams. Let that guide you. Let that move you forward. Keep a dream journal by your bed at night, or, have your phone and just be able to turn it on and just say, wow, I had this dream of. And it is going to be something that you will actually find that as you kind of piece your dreams together, and it does not mean that they have to make sense all at once. It can be that you write it down or you talk it into your phone, and then you look at it over time and you go, oh, that's what it means. That's what it was saying. That's what was holding me back before. Because now you are moving forward towards the place that you need to be within your heart. And your heart is at the heart of this whole entire reading, which is actually exciting here, with the King of Cups. Water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You have a strong Cancer presence with the Chariot, because the Chariot is representative of the Cancer in the major arcana. But what I see here is you taking control of the emotions and say, this is where I need to be. Because if you look at the King, he holds, yes, he's on the ocean, yes, but he holds the ocean in his cup with the boat sailing on it. So you hold your world within your hands. And it may not feel that way, but through every decision, every action, every heartfelt truth that you have, you're moving yourself forward. And here with the Chariot, you are moving yourself forward towards your emotional truth, towards your dreams, towards what you desire, towards where you need to be within your heart's essence. Now, again, Chariot, time frame, June 21st to July 22nd. It can be something from that time frame that has come up, okay? When it comes to finances, when it comes to career, when it comes to the way that you move forward with money, it can be something that happened in your childhood around that time frame, right? Or it can be around a Cancer. But what I'm seeing here is that you are moving forward in your emotions, knowing your heart, and your heart is the actor upon the stage, right? Your heart is the one making the shots or calling the shots. And so as your heart calls the shots, you are moving forward. But you're coming to things from a very emotional standpoint, a place of, okay, so what Spirit is saying is that there's a scar and a truth, all in one. And the scar that you have been through has made you doubt your worth with money. And it has also made you doubt your worth within your career. But Taurus, you know personally, yes, you are very sensitive, but you are also astoundingly driven. And you know that if you work hard enough, you can get to where it is that you need to be. You may very well need to be reminded of it from time to time. But what I'm more worried about is the scar that makes you think of lack, because that's the scar that needs to be healed at this time. And that Spirit is saying you are a king. You're the actor upon the stage. People take note of you, Taurus. There's a power to you. There's a prosperity to you that you need to embrace at this time. And it moves you forward. It moves you forward as you rein in your emotions, as you are driven, as the night and the day come together in insight and ideas. And if you keep this scar, all right, that has you looking at the world not as a king, but almost as a pauper, as a peasant, as a person who has no prospects, okay? You're never going to hear Spirit's call, and you're always going to stay in this scar, in this hurt, in this pain. It can be that your parents used to have knockout, drag-out fights over money. It can be that, you grew up very humble means, and now, you save. You always want to make sure that you have. But there's this thing with money, and Spirit is just saying for me to share it. When you start to lose it, you usually have to lose all of it, okay? And it's devastating. It's devastating. I've been there. I know, okay? I know from what I'm talking about. It's devastating to sit there and watch what you have given your life to broken and have to rebuild. And for some, it could be for a very specific Taurian out there. What you have given your life to has been broken, and you have to rebuild. And I'm here to tell you right now, and if everybody else turns off this reading, that's perfectly fine. You are rebuilding, but you need that connection with Spirit. You need to know that you are listening to Spirit's call. Spirit needs you to know that they are right there with you, because they're going to be your greatest love during this time. During this time of powerful truth. During this time of moving you forward. Now, you might never, in this lifetime, have experienced, the horror of losing it all. But with this, what I'm seeing is that you could have in a past lifetime. And so you have a fear when it comes to money. You have a fear when it comes to your success, a sense of always just having to work that bit harder, always having to push that bit further, always feeling as if you could be replaced at any moment. And that's because it happened to you in a past life. Now you are moving forward. Now you need to listen to your heart. You need to listen to the fear when it comes up, because you need to be able to say to yourself, you're okay. It's time to hear. And what's going to be hard is that at times you're not going to hear Spirit's call. But you are moving towards what you love. You are moving away from the sorrows, the pains, the disappointments. And as you do so, you fly to new heights. So know here, it is going to take time. It is going to take effort. But you are going to be able to heal. You are going to be able to move forward. And as you do so, the most extraordinary thing happens. You have the Sun card right here. This is happiness. This is joy. This is success. This is bounty. This is prosperity. This is saying, and you succeed. This is saying your roots run so deep and so prosperous, Taurus, that your fears don't last forever, though it might feel like they do. But you have to remember to celebrate yourself. You have to remember to give praise to you. You'll be more than willing to give praise to everybody else. Oh, good job. I couldn't have done this without you. Oh, this, oh, that. But you have to give praise to yourself. And you cannot wait for it to happen through external forces. You can't wait for, the people around you to say, wow, great job. This is saying you have to know it. You have to know it when it comes to your career, when it comes to your passion, when it comes to your self-worth. You have to celebrate you. You have to, because your sun is shining. A new dawn, a new day, a new power. Right? And happiness is coming. Your roots are stemmed, is that the right word? Are growing in success. They're based in success. And that is moving you forward. But if you always say, oh, I could have done better. Oh, I did really great on this, but, I messed up here, and I'm never as good as I thought I was going to be, and I always stumble, and I can't believe I overlooked this one thing, and then you obsess about the one thing. Stop. Celebrate you. Celebrate you, because it is going to be so empowering, there we go, and powerful and beautiful for you. It is going to be like, yes, Finally, somebody recognizes me. Because why? Because you are recognizing yourself. Because Taurus, you are unstoppable. You are focused, you are dedicated, you are methodical, okay? And as you see that within yourself, as you embrace that about yourself, life starts to do a 180 within your money, within your career. But you have to embrace your heart when it comes to your career, when it comes to your money especially, right? Because everything feels tangled and you're like, oh my word, I'm just going to have to throw it all out. You know, I have this beautiful wool and everything is just wasted. Now, you know what the wool is the metaphor for? It's your life. You don't want to throw out a part of the essence of you, the story of you, Taurus. So it's saying, yes, you may very well have to sit there quietly and unravel the hurts, the pains, the disappointments, the sorrows. All right? And look at it. I would not suggest doing it all at once. It's too overwhelming. You might want to talk to somebody while you are doing it, okay? But you might not have the money that you want to spend on therapy or have to spend on therapy, right? Talking to somebody is always beneficial, right? And not just a friend, because sometimes our friends, they tell us what we want to hear instead of what we need to hear. Here, unraveling your truth, slowly and steadily. I would suggest a journal, highly, okay? To just kind of, sit there and say, okay, this is what I feel at this moment. This is why I don't feel successful. And that's harsh. I mean, that is harsh to sit down. And I would only write down 3 things because Lord knows, I mean, sometimes when I get into that kind of storm cloud mood and I can write down all the reasons why I don't feel successful, I mean, I'll just rip myself apart. And then if I sit there and I look at it, I'll just be weeping and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so right. Don't do that to you. Don't, because it's too much. It's too much. And you don't want to tear away your self-worth. Self-esteem, right, is a powerful thing. It is seeing your flaws. And it's loving yourself anyway. And it's saying it's okay. It's okay to be flawed. So as you're moving forward in your finances, in your career, as you are reaching the heights that you want to reach, because this isn't saying, will I have the money to pay my bills tomorrow? This is saying, will I get to the place that I want to be? Will I be able to feel successful and prosperous and bountiful? And yes, the money does come, okay? So for the bills being paid, yes, you're okay, right? If you're in a really bad situation, right, you may very well need to ask for help, most definitely. But you need to unravel things first, because you're going to see yourself in a cycle, and the cycle is never going to end until you say enough is enough, because here you have the 6 of Swords. My goodness. And the 6 of Swords is saying you're taking all your knowledge, all your understanding, and you're moving forward. You're moving towards what you need, where you want to be. And you're doing so confidently. And you're taking care of others along the way. Now, I'm not saying that you have to take care of others along the way, but I'm saying here that if you have responsibilities, as so many of us do, and if you have, people who rely on you, you're not just throwing kind of like the baby out with the bathwater. You are moving things forward. You're seeing everything. And the saying, throwing the baby out with the bathwater, comes from, once upon a time when everybody used to bathe, not frequently at all, and it used to be everybody bathed in one bathwater. And so by the time the baby got washed, the bathwater was really super dirty. Right? What you're doing here is you're seeing things clearly. It's not all dirtied, muddied water. You're seeing things clearly. And you're not going to throw out your future because of the present. And it moves you forward in this dedication, because you see you have 6, 6, and then 7. It's like caring, nurturing, truth revealed. And you have to be honest with yourself. The number 7 does not let you lie to yourself, does not let you doubt yourself, it does let you doubt yourself, but it doesn't let you lie to yourself. It says the truth has to be told, and the truth has to move you forward. And it also means that you're going to be very drawn to the esoteric. Now, what has happened for so many of you Taurians is that when you trust completely and absolutely, all right? The hard lesson to learn is not to trust everyone, okay? Or trust everyone and brand your cattle. When I read the Six of Cups, I read it differently than others do. I read psychically as well as by the book. And when I see the Six of Cups, not the Six of Cups, the Three of Cups, no matter how it is, I have to read it this way or else it doesn't come out as true. It's sitting there and trusting the wrong people. It's holding your trust, looking at the people and saying, okay, I can rely on you because you will be as reliable as I am. And here's the thing, they're not. Everybody has their own interests. Everybody has their own desires that are moving them forward. So here, with the Three of Cups, know not to trust everyone. And know that as you move forward, you are going to have to see the balance. Okay? Money comes, but it needs to be balanced. You need to balance things because you're going to have people who pull on you, who say, oh, I need this, I need that. Is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? How am I going to do this? You're going to feel pulled in 18 million different directions. And when it comes to work, when it comes to prosperity, you're going to sit there and you're going to think, okay, the more that I can do, the more money I can make, the more things will be. No, you're going to burn out because you'll always have people with their hands out saying, I need you, Taurus. I need you, Taurus. I need you, Taurus. Stop. Stop. Because you're moving towards what you love. Because this song right here, it's going to be behind everything. All right? But you can't hear it clearly yet because you need to connect with your heart. You need to connect with what your soul truly wants, and that moves you forward to the bounty that Spirit has for you. And you need to celebrate you. Let's see what your spirit guide message, your spirit animal cards have to say. Spirit guide message, Taurus, money and career. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. I'm just going to lay these out quietly. There's beauty and there's peace here, which I really, really, really appreciate for you guys. So we're starting off with the scarab beetle, which was sacred at one time. And it says, magic works through you. Magic works through you, and it works through your heart, your soul, yourself. Let it shine. Let your heart shine. We are emotional beings. We have to come into connection and into understanding with our emotions. Right? Because our emotions fuel our thoughts. Our emotions fuel our actions. Even when we're trying not to be emotional, the fact that we're saying, I am not going to act emotionally to this. And I'm going to act kind of, almost you're looking at your emotions and you're saying, I'm going to do just the opposite. That's still being an emotional being. So here, know your truth. And know that the magic of your emotions works through you. And it works for you all the time. You just have to be able to harness it, to know that you hold the sea within your hands. You hold your emotional truth, and you move forward in your emotional truth. And there's magic at your heart. Then we have the starfish spirit, which says, open to infinite possibilities as you are moving forward, as you're going after what you desire, as the night and the day come together and you see things clearly. The world is now open to infinite possibilities. You are open to infinite possibilities. And then we have the fox spirit that says here, think on your feet. Think on your feet and listen. Listen, don't simply be reactionary. And that's actually where this clog has come from. Because this sense of doubt, the sense of questioning has come because you're always thinking on your feet. You're always in the moment, and it always has to be done right now. So it's time to step back. And it's time to hear the call of your angels. It's time to hear the call of your spirit guides, leading you forward. And you think on your feet, yes, but you connect with your soul. And it's not ever going to be a bad thing to say, oh, just give me a minute. Let me look at this. Let me connect with my heart. Or just say to people, I need a moment. I need a moment. It doesn't have to be done right away. For a lot of you Taurians, there's something where somebody is going to say, it needs to be right now, right now, right now. And they're going to try and pressure you. It does not need to be done right away. If you get caught up in that person's mania, you're going to wind up making a bad decision. Step back. Say, I need an hour. I mean, if it has to be done right away, even 5 minutes, I need to think about it. It would be best if you can do a whole 24 hours, right? But you just need a moment to step back. Then you have the butterfly spirit, which says transformation is beautiful as you move towards what you love. You have the butterfly here, you have the butterfly here. You're flying to new heights. You're soaring, you're beautiful. And you're embracing that beauty. Right? And I love the butterfly also because butterflies also feed on carrion. They feed on dead things. Okay? So yes, they're absolutely beautiful. Yes, they flitz from flower to flower. But they're also drawn to the darker side of things, to the not pretty and perfect. And I like that. So know here that as you transform, and as your transformation is beautiful, it's not always going to be pretty, filtered, pictured, perfect kind of thing. It is going to be beautiful for you, and it's going to be powerful for you. This moves you to the moth spirit, which says, surrender now. Surrender now to happiness and joy. And I love how you have the lunar moth here, and you have the sun right here. So you're bringing in the night into the day. You're bringing in the mysteries into the beauty of the sun. And you are embracing a new joy, a new power, a new truth. And you are going to see yourself rise in grace. You are. You are going to see yourself rooted in happiness. You know what happiness is because it makes up your roots. Your spirit guide is saying you're planted in it. And they're growing you from it. So embrace your joy, your happiness, your love. And know here that as you surrender now to happiness, you soar to new heights. Then we have the lion spirit, which says, be generous of spirit as you move forward in celebration. Be generous in the way you celebrate yourself. Be generous in the way you celebrate others. But also, do not forget to celebrate you, Taurus. And move forward and be generous. Be bountiful, be bold, be brave within your successes, especially when it comes to your career. And don't downplay what you do. Okay? I hear from so many people, I just stay at home. I don't even feel like I should watch the career readings. I just stay at home. I take care of my kids. That's a career. You're raising the next generation. That's a career. And it's a darn hard one. You don't get a break. So here, with the lion spirit, be generous of spirit, but be generous for yourself. And remember that you matter, Taurus. You are astoundingly sensitive. Okay, especially for an earth sign. And always people look at Taurians and they think, oh, they're so tough. Oh, they're so strong. Oh, they're so this. You're astoundingly sensitive. Yes, you're tough and you're strong because you're focused and you show up when you need to show up. But you also have a beautiful, beautiful heart. And you have to take care of that. You have to nourish it. Then we have the beaver spirit, which says, lay a solid foundation as you unravel, as you spin your future, as you move forward, as you look at what has been knotted and what has felt like you need to undo it. You can't undo the past. Know your future. Know yourself. Actually, know your present. Your future is a land unyet charted, okay? Unyet explored. Your past is a land that you visited and you can't go back to. Your present right now is where you are. Look at where you feel as if everything has gotten mucked up. And it says, lay a solid foundation. Know your truth and say, this is who I am. I am Taurus. I am strong. I am courageous. I am prosperous. I am bountiful. I am secure within my finances. Right? I am moving forward within my career. I'm achieving things I never thought I could. Lay that foundation. Lay that, and even if you have to speak it every single day while looking at yourself dead in the eye in the mirror, do so. Because you are laying a solid foundation, and you are laying it within you. Then you move to the squirrel spirit. Which says, believe in yourself as you are moving forward. As you take all your knowledge and all your understanding and move toward your goals, believe in yourself. It leads It leaves you open to infinite possibilities. It leads you to a generous spirit. Okay? Believe in yourself. Start there. Start with you. If you could be the cheerleader for everybody else, if you can defend everyone else, now it's time to start with you. Not doing it nastily, not doing it harshly, but doing it confidently. And then you move to the grasshopper spirit, which says, take a leap of faith. Away from the pains of the past, the hurts, the disappointments, the upsets, the people who you've relied on and who have fallen short. Now it's time to take a leap of faith on you. And that leads you to the turkey spirit, which says, give with gratitude and grace. And what is the Six of Pentacles doing? He's giving. He's giving the prosperity, but he's making sure it's balanced. Give with gratitude and grace. Be balanced, be fair, be prosperous. And have an open heart. This leads you to the butterfly spirit, saying transformation is beautiful and it opens you to infinite possibilities. Your subconscious message for your fairy guidance is clarity. And this says a mind of clarity is a mind of action. Clearing your mind, centering yourself, moves you open to new things, moves you in focus. And then we have motivation. And this says, motivation kindles the passion and energy needed to work towards your goals. You are motivated to work towards your goals. There's the energy surrounding you. Call on it. Answer its call. Move yourself forward. Sit there and say, yes, this is my time. Because it absolutely is. Your subconscious animal spirit message is the antelope spirit. And it says, life is speeding up. Things are moving forward. So where you feel as if you're stagnant, where you feel as if, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get there, you are. Things are speeding up and you can feel it in your bones. And then your subconscious message for this whole entire reading is the Four of Cups. You're focusing here on what can be seen, but you need to focus on your connection with Spirit. And you need to focus here on the gifts that Divinity and Spirit are giving you that are absolutely extraordinary. Right? And they will come. And you can feel it within yourself. Right? But you also need to take a time out, step back, breathe, and then you will see this connection come. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. It is always a pleasure to read for you. Love to you all. Bye.